So what do you do when you feel like life is thrashing you around? Well, as part of a practice in the series around moving from languishing and lost to a good gay life, we're on day 14 of that series. And so I'm going to give you some practical application steps, things you can do to remind you of who you are in the midst of that storm, and to move from feeling fragile to feeling like you can whisper back to the storm, I am the storm. Because we all forget. The winds pick up, life gets chaotic, and we start believing we're fragile, we're powerless, we're exposed. There is strength in you, memory in you, history in you, anchors that hold you steady when everything else around you is shaking. So today we're going to uncover those anchors. First, as a way of identifying your sacred anchors, you're going to review the different aspects, the different parts of Compass that we've been working on. If you've been following along, you know the Compass acronym. C stands for clues and coordinating points. I want you to ask yourself this question to find your anchor point. What meaningful experiences, joys, pains, synchronicities have shaped your path? What are those clues, those coordinating points in your life that may be subtle but have spoken to you over time, that have guided you and can maybe be an anchor point for you? The second letter in Compass is O for origin story and heroic journey. And I want you to ask yourself this question: what early memories, relationships, or turning points feel like foundational chapters of who you are? So in the series, we did this exercise called Highs, Hurts, and Elixirs, and it had you go through and look at your life in terms of the highs, the hurts, and things that you learned from each segment of your life or each chapter of your life. So go back and look at those chapters and see what stands out to you as a potential anchor point. The third letter in the Compass series is M for what makes you come alive. So that's all about your passions and interests, those things that you're curious about in life. And for me, those curiosities have been my anchor points in many ways. I have come back to those things that just light me up and give me life. Those are anchor points for me. And then the fourth potential anchor point here is P for powers and personal strengths. One of my personal strengths is creativity, I've mentioned. And when I'm feeling a little bewildered or lost, oftentimes I can rely on my creativity to anchor me, to bring me out through those darker times. But what is that for you? What is that personal power or strength that guides you, that brings you back to center? A in Compass, again, stands for allies. So that's probably the most obvious here, the connections with other people. Those are phenomenal, fantastic, probably the most powerful anchor points. So find those people if you don't have them. You can join our waitlist for Building Community if you want to help you kind of find your allies. And so that brings us up to where we are now, sacred anchors and core values. Hopefully these questions stimulate some thinking and help you identify what your sacred anchors are. The people, the places, the memories, experiences. What are those things in your life that bring you back to center and help you feel grounded and more stable?